I'm on some shit, finessing the flip, they're trying to get rich. I'm on a mission, Stevie Wonder with the drip. You ain't seen nothing like this, targets get hit. Get live like it's Twitch, you don't want problems like this. Subtract anybody, I body anybody who's subbing and that in my clique. I'm on some shit. Come with this out for your bitch. No, I got time for my ex, still with the game. She ain't wanna learn a new trick, I'm too slick. Put on my chain like I'm Rick. It's apparent, no parent, I'm one of a kind. Can't find no one iller than this. I'm on some shit. She want me love, but I hit it already. Shorty just chill, text me. I'm in the field, messy. Flying off, about to land like a heli. Plug talk, he be hitting my celly. 150s off 10s and 20s. Missing Miyagi, I'm good with the technique. I'm on some shit. Finesse in the flip, that trying to get rich. I'm on a mission, Stevie Wonder with the drip. You ain't seen nothing like this. Targets get hit. Get live like it's Twitch. You don't want problems like this. Subtract anybody, I body anybody who's subbing and that in my clique. I'm on some shit.
Big nigga, only big packs. Loudest niggas in the room. Be the first to get their wig clap. I just be bringing this shit back. Whole gas won't slow up. You know me, then you know us. Spin through with my soldiers. We probably do you the coldest. Had a plan for a long time. Niggas talking like they want mine. Guess they forgot about wartime. Shorty, she wanna coast now. I keep her soaked now. Taking the throat down. She wanna fuck like a pro now. She fell in love with the dope sound. Came up on some trap shit. In the jacks, doing backflips, flipping on the mattress. Burn the garbage till the cops come. We don't know you catch a hot one. Big boom like a Scott drum. Big notch, yeah, we got them. See this shit run deep. Coast Guard, I'm 100 with T. I'm on my shit.
I'm on some shit. Finesse in the flip, they're trying to get rich. I'm on a mission, Stevie Wonder with the drip. You ain't seen nothing like this. Targets get hit. Get live like it's Twitch. You don't want problems like this. Subtract anybody, I body anybody who's subbing and that in my clique. I'm on some shit. Trusted the Trevor the grave, fuck them niggas on the other side. God almighty to them dotted lines. I'm the my nigga big made. I feel like Tommy Vassetti. I boast when I walk through the city. I started off on the ground level. Now I'm on top of my city. I'm feeling like Pac in my city. I'm thugging, you got it.
I've heard this one in a while. Hello there, Miss Cat.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you doing today?
I'm actually doing great.
That's a bright ass blue shirt. I wanted to say it for a while.
It's bright?
I feel
You
like
think
it's
so?
very vibrant.
I just got cold, so.
It ain't COVID.
No, like cold in my house. I got air conditioning.
Are you double vaxxed?
How are you?
I am. I'm just asking. You said you got cold and all that. I ain't had to do with that.
I ain't double vaccinated. It don't matter.
I'm not. I wasn't asking you if you was vaccinated.
I'll let you know though, just in case.
Well, I guess you ain't going to the gym. You ain't lifting nothing.
It's cool. I'm good.
Deron, what?
I went to the gym every day. The gym is good for you. It keeps you healthy.
It does. Deron, how you doing today?
I'm mad.
Why you mad?
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
Why are you mad?
Why? What happened?
Why are you mad?
When it comes specifically to you in the gym, I'm gonna keep that comment.
Me?
No.
Nah, he's talking to me.
Oh.
Why? Listen. I will say this again. You did this to me, okay? You did this to me.
Pause. I ain't do nothing to you.
You made those comments when I seen you. I was like, that's it. You've been going crazy lately. Crazy.
Just a quick flashback. We went to Rock Playland this summer.
Yes, we did.
He saw me.
He looked good. He looked good.
And I called it because I was in the gym. I called him a little nigga.
He did.
And he felt some type of way. He's still a little nigga because
I am small. I'm small. I'm a small guy.
So that's it. Now he talking about gym every day.
6 days a week, 1 day off.
But I'm technically, in this sense, I'm your daddy. Pause.
No.
I put you on, man.
No.
You know what I mean?
You made me feel insecure about myself.
When he's always been the musclehead of the crew.
Therefore, I got back in the gym. Something serious.
Austin, how are you?
Great. I don't go to the gym every day, but one day I will.
6 days a week.
Heard you.
I'm calorie counting on everything. I'm everything.
Let them know, Nigel.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm not calorie counting.
Serious about
I'm
it.
not calorie. I'm not doing that much.
If you're not, are you at least eating healthy? Because
Yeah, of course I eat clean.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah. I don't.
I guess, Steron, you got to say who you talking to.
We was both talking, so.
That'll be totally, counteractive to you going to the gym every day if you're not eating healthy. But
No, I eat clean.
Drinking right now. No,
Nigel, I'm not talking to you. I said a cat.
Just a little treat, but other than that, for the most part, yeah, I'm eating healthy. Thank you for asking.
Yes, I'm eating healthy. I have cheat days every once in a while, of course.
So I like to eat celery.
Yeah.
Because celery is great. It's like, I don't know. I ain't gonna talk about my diet.
I don't really limit my diet completely though. Like, I'm not in any area where I can't eat what I want every once in a blue. I'm not.
You can eat it once in a blue.
It's just in portions, I can control it.
Gotta be moderate. Yeah.
I have self-control not to have eat all my snacks at once a day.
Quick question, and this is just throwing it out there before we get into the first topic. Do you know, like, what your body, like, can and can't take? Like, I guess a better way to ask is, like, if you eat something, do you be like, damn, like, that specific thing, like, really fucks me up? Is there any food or anything like that for you? I'm asking.
I guess ice cream.
So after you eat ice cream, you like, damn, that's some shit.
Yeah, or sometimes Japanese food. It just doesn't sit well with me.
You know what it is for me? Kool-Aid. I never realized until I left my mom's house. But back then, we was chugging the Kool-Aid, something serious, boy. And then when I left and I didn't have Kool-Aid no more, I felt that I thought I felt the same. So I tried to go back into drinking Kool-Aid again, and it was horrible. It was horrible. I started breaking out on my back, my chest, and I just feel slow and sluggish. And I don't know, like, I've never really experienced that feeling before until I brought Kool-Aid back in my life. I was like, damn, I want some good Kool-Aid. Best Kool-Aid. Started drinking.
I never really drank Kool-Aid.
You definitely showed your black card, Nigel, with the Kool-Aid.
It's the greatest flavor of Kool-Aid on the market.
Red?
No, grape.
Okay.
Right, Austin?
I agree with you.
Okay then. But I've started, like, I was like craving it, so I went and got it, started making it and shit. And then I'm like, damn, like, I feel different because I've been drinking this shit like all week. And then, yeah, I just never, that feeling on my body, I never really experienced that until.
Would you rather drink Kool-Aid or Hawaiian Punch?
Kool-Aid. If we're going to take off the negative effects it does to my body, I would drink Kool-Aid all day, every day. You take Hawaiian Punch over Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't drink
Kool-Aid.
I don't make Kool-Aid. You gotta make Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you gotta make it. You gotta make it. They don't really.
You know how much sugar you putting in there, right? You're like you wowing half the bag for one nice container. Like you wowing.
But for a drink, Hawaiian Punch is dry as hell.
It's definitely nasty. It's nasty.
Yeah. First of all, Hawaiian Punch doesn't get like cold. It never gets cold. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go.
By the way.
The person who picked Kool-Aid.
Oh, pick Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid is just better. That is, you gotta make it, like you just said.
Neither is better. They're both bad.
They should sell Kool-Aid in restaurants.
No.
Imagine. You
I definitely know. I know a place that does. It's a soul food place.
Thank you. I was just about to say the places that probably
Oh,
do
the
are soul food.
70s. The place in Greensboro, yeah, they had the cool. Yeah, you know, if they making good food, they gotta have good Kool-Aid.
So, I mean, it's just my favorite drink of all time. Minus the negative cons it has on your body. Kool-Aid is. I was raised on Kool-Aid. You cannot tell me anything else. I was raised on, like, Rugrats, one of my favorite shows of all time. I was raised on that. Toy Story, raised on that. It's just a part of it. It's a part of me. But as an adult, I realized it's not so good. It's not so funny.
Yeah.
So, however, if they sell Kool-Aid in restaurants, I think I might dabble in it. Imagine mixing Kool-Aid with some alcoholic beverage, perhaps.
Yeah.
You never know. You can't knock it till you try it. You can't knock it till you try it. You
pass.
can't knock it till you try it. What fruity drinks you get, Austin?
I don't get free drinks. I get hard liquor. You feel me?
Does margaritas count?
That's not really a hard liquor. Isn't that a free drink?
Yeah, but it has a lot of tequila.
It's a mixed drink.
It's a mixed drink, yeah.
Okay. It's a mixed drink.
Well.
Then. Yeah. Anyways. So if we all go out, I'm buying. No, reverse. We mutually agree to go out. I order us a round of Kool-Aid. I gotta pay for that?
Yeah, you ordered it.
Wait, hold on. Okay, but did you communicate that you were ordering it?
If I'm like, yo, we should get some Kool-Aid.
But okay, so then let the people get their own Kool-Aid.
So that means we splitting the bill.
If they all get it themselves, yeah. But if you're trying to order for everybody,
if I say there's a round on me.
That's on you.
I was going to say the last two words. Facts.
It's on you.
But if I'm like, yo, we should try this.
Then let the person get it.
If they don't order it, then they don't want it.
Then they don't want it.
At what point you paying for the whole thing?
When I'm saying I want to pay for it, like when I'm trying to get shots for everyone. Like if I go somewhere and I say, yo, let's get some shots, somebody's like, nah, I don't want to get it. I'll say like, yo, it's on me. Like, because I want to take a shot with you.
Like you said, round on me. That's when I'm paying for it. Yo, this round on me. Got y'all all. Y'all good.
What about the food?
Ooh. Now the food, see. The food is different.
At what point you gonna have to? At what point do you have to split the bill? At what point?
Okay, well, I feel like it depends on who you're out with, right? I guess maybe this is just how I see my friends or the people that I'm with. But like, if I'm with a close group of friends, like we've known each other for a minute, it's like money is nothing to me, so I can split the bill no matter what I'm getting on the menu. I can just get one thing, but I'll split the bill with y'all. Like, it's like family. Like our money goes together anyway. That's just how I look at it. That's how my friends and I look at it. But I don't mind people who feel like they just want to pay for what they got, because I do understand that sometimes some people don't get anything that's as expensive as other things on the menu. Sometimes they don't get a drink. So I get it. But also say that in advance or come with cash so that we don't have to make it difficult for the people putting up multiple cards or whatever, you know?
Cash app.
Yeah. I definitely like people who can actually cash out their half of the bill and just let one person put the card down.
So with me, it really depends on, like she said, who you with, because I've been with some people, they purposely want to be at an event with people and they know other people are going to order certain things and they want to eat off their plate, but then they're going to make sure, hey, I'm going to order the cheapest stuff and say, hey, I only ordered this. So like I make sure and I check who I'm ordering with and who I'm rocking with. Like if they family and they cool, by all means, I don't mind splitting the bill, even if I didn't order that much. But I want to make sure I pay attention to who's there, because there will be some people that also might order stuff that don't have the money for it, but then want everybody to split the bill so they can pay less than what they got. And it's like, fam, what you doing?
Yo, that's snakish right there. You know damn well you don't got $80 for that steak. I got 40, but let's split it. That's why
we in Roof Chris and we ordering 3 appetizers and some steak and some 2 drinks and a dessert, and we only got $40. Hey, fam, what we doing here?
You can't even buy the steak with $40.
Exactly.
Depending on the restaurant, but yeah.
He said Ruth Chris for his example.
Exactly.
Have you ever been?
No, I haven't.
I think sometimes I feel it out. Like, you can feel it out though too. Like, if you notice somebody's getting, like, they're not getting as much as you're getting, and you're the type of person to pay your part, just pay more. I feel like that's fine.
But is it required?
No, you don't have to. But you're paying more because your food costs more. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. See, if my food costs more, I'm definitely gonna pay my percentage. But I'm also watching the people who order and what they like. I literally sit there and pay attention to who orders what, because I know who got what in their pockets. Because I've hanged around you for a couple of times, so I'm like,
you can't say that though. You know what I mean? You don't know. You really don't know what they got.
You clocking pockets, bro?
Yeah. Why you watching pockets?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do the same thing, honestly, though. Like, I monitor who I go out with. Like, depending on who I'm going with is what restaurant I'm gonna choose, because I do know, based on how we've gone out before, how much you can afford and how much you're willing to spend on food. And I'm a foodie, so I don't mind putting down a bill for food. And there's some people who are not like that. I'm not gonna take you to certain restaurants that I know. But other people that I know that will do that with me, yeah, we can go for sure.
Like, some of my friends, we gotta go to Applebee's. Some of my other friends, we can go to STK. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I can't take all my friends to STK because some of them gonna be like, "Yo, this steak is $60, $80. That's too much."
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to go through that. Quality is different, though.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna front. STK probably the best food I ever had. So I paid the bill with no problem. That's
what I'm saying. Like, I'm a foodie, so it's a steakhouse.
Is that a Michelin star restaurant?
No.
Like a Ruth Chris? I've never heard of STK.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
I'll put it on top of Ruth Chris, like from my experience.
Yeah, I would too.
It must be in New York.
Yeah.
Well, no, they have one down here in Florida. Yeah, they have one in Florida.
And I was saying, we actually go to Florida.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I'm trying to go to a Michelin star joint. So if you get the invite, Austin, if someone says, "Hey, let's go get something to eat," the bill's being split. Hey! You heard what I said? Is the bill being split?
Let's go get something to eat. Well, it depends on who asks me. Like, if my woman asks me, the bill's being paid by me. Even if she asks me. You know, even
so
if her friends come.
If she invite you, whoa, if she invite you, you paying.
I'm paying.
If your homegirl invite you, you paying?
My homegirl, it depends on which homegirl.
I don't think he's talking about. I think he's asking her.
No. I'm just saying, if you're whoever, if your homegirl invited you, your homegirl, Theron, are you paying the bill?
I'll pay my portion. You invited me. What are you doing? You're not nah. I'll pay my portion because at the end of the day, you invited me, one, so I had no intention of originally going. Two, I mean, obviously what I ordered is my food, so it's my responsibility. If you say, nah, I got it, then that's something different. But I know from off the rip, my responsibility is what I order. Anything else, that ain't on me. Like, you're my friend. You don't have any romantical nothing. So, no, I'm not. I don't. You know, if she asks, that's different. If you ask, that, hey, can you pay my? Then I got you. Like, so, it depends. If you ask me out and then ask me to pay, that's one thing. Then I know, like, next time you ask me, you know, I'm gonna be cautious. I'm be like, well, are you paying? You know what I mean? You got one time. You only got one time, and then after that, I'm on your ass. So, but nah, if it's me invited, obviously, definitely like with a significant other, I'll definitely pay. But then I'll also be like, you know, I do think of this equal rights type of, you know, women love we want to be equal. So I'll pay the bill. Yo, you got the tip. Tip is nothing. Tip could be 10%, 15%. It ain't nothing. You go out and the bill $200. You could $20 ain't gonna hurt you. If it hurts you, then I know you ain't for me, buddy. You're not for me, buddy. But I just to see, you gotta ask them just to see if they're willing to just throw it out. If they just there looking all pretty, then you know what I mean? Cause yeah.
So what happens? What happens before I get to Kat? What happens if she invites you, right? Your homegirl invites you. Y'all get there, y'all order the shit, y'all finish, bill, and she's like, she passes you the bill. Like,
I look down, look up, look down, look up. What you got on this? If you don't got nothing, I can go right to the guy, to the waiter, and be like, excuse me, can you put the bill in half? Like, put the bill, split the bill. Like, if you don't communicate that to me, then something wrong with you because
you said homegirl, right? Okay.
That's what
yeah. So yeah. So okay. I get it. Mm-hmm.
Homegirl, I'm looking down and I'm asking, I'm keeping a buck. Like, yo, what's up? Like, what you got on this? Like, you paying? Like,
and she said, "Oh, my check didn't clear, honey."
Hold on, Holiday. I'm not your honey. Like you my sis, you my friend and all that, but you invited me out. I'm gonna be like, don't invite me out. You brokey. What?
Oh,
like
you got your home there like that? Yeah.
You gonna invite me out, bro? Come on.
These are we talked about the company you keep in our last one, right?
Wow.
So, Kat.
Hypothetically,
time out, Nigel. But let's say this though, because if a dude did that, if he invited a girl out, even if he's just a bro, and he was broke, and he couldn't pay his portion, he's getting by. He gonna end up as a meme.
That's why I was about to ask Kat. Kat, if your homeboy said, "Yo, let's go get something to eat," are you splitting the bill?
Can y'all hear me?
Now
we can hear you.
It froze. I don't know what happened. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If your homeboy invites you, let's go get something to eat on Friday night. Mm-hmm. Are you splitting the bill?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's even if
split.
Let her answer the question.
Wait, that's not fair. You asked me, am I paying the whole thing? You asked her if she split. Of course you're gonna split like that. You know what I mean?
What is your views on it? If your
homeboy, you paying the whole thing if your homeboy broke.
Well, okay, TJ, what question do you want to ask? What's the question that you want to ask?
If your homeboy broke and he invites you out and y'all go out to eat, then he tell you he's broke in the middle of eating. They already ordered the food and all that. Are you paying willingly? Wow.
I mean, okay, if it's my homeboy, at the end of the day, it's like, I got you, so I'll pay for it, but just don't expect us ever to go out again. Because I don't want to pay for people's food every time I go out. You know, if I feel like I want to go out with you and I know that I'm going to have to pay, then that's when I'll invite you. But other than that, I'm not inviting you.
So when you invite, you paying the whole thing?
No, not all the time.
Why not?
Like because I'm not paying for everybody's food every time I want to invite somebody out.
Saying, if you invite your homeboy, yo, let's go get something to eat, Ricky. And I'm inviting people that I know like to go out to eat with me. Like my friends like to do things with me. We all just want to, do stuff, be adventurous, go out to eat. Like these are things I enjoy doing, and my friends enjoy doing them too. So if I'm asking my friend to go out to eat, it's a mutual thing that we understand. Like, yo, we both want to go spend money on food right now. Yeah. So you just
if I invite my girl to go to the mall with me to go shopping, am I buying all her stuff? No, I'm inviting you to come do something that we both enjoy doing.
That's a good little analogy right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but
because because Austin, if your homegirl's like yo, let's go to the mall. You know damn well you're not buying her clothes.
Exactly. So yeah, she just asked me to go do something with her, either shop with her to help her find stuff, or not make sure she's not lonely, but not to pay for her stuff, or for me to shop too if it's something I enjoy doing.
I'm gonna say this: it all depends on who this homegirl is. Like, I have levels. There has been women that I'm really close with. We have been certain places, and I ain't mind spending $1. There's
I was going to give an example. Ashley.
Yeah, I'm about to say, actually, there's been cases that we've done certain things together, but she's a homegirl. That's my point. So I'm saying it depends on the level. Like,
yeah.
You know
I definitely have some homeboys that I would not mind paying for, because I know at the end of the day that, you know, if there was something I ever needed, they'd be there for me. And it doesn't always have to be like a monetary thing.
Yeah. So like with Ashley, like if she'd be like, I don't got her, I'd be like, okay, well, I got it.
It's like family almost.
Yeah. So
what about first date?
First date? Well, first date.
Cat. Speaking to you. First date. If homeboy says, let's get something to eat Friday night.
Okay.
First, this is the date. Let's make this clear. You met him, vibe is right. He invites you. Is it being split? Would you assume that it's getting split?
Okay. So obviously your thought answer, of course, is like you would want for him to pay the whole thing. But I'm kind of already sucked into kind of how this generation thinks, and so I don't go in assuming that they're going to pay for it. And it also depends on where we're going. Like, but let me tell you this though, I don't assume that you'll pay for it, and I'm not really mad about it if you don't, or like if we end up splitting it. But I do feel like it feeds into who you are and what I'm looking for, and I would like someone who is, you know, on top of it saying like, no, I want to pay, but I don't want to have to push that out of you. Like if I offer and you automatically like, yeah, like, okay.
Often.
Is that wrong?
No.
So for me, I say it like this.
Remember, you received the invite. Let me.
I received the invite. I received the invite, but like she said, I got a woman now, so I don't care about this. But when I was single, I always wanted the woman to know what type of dude I was.
Right,
so
thank you. Right.
I'm going to pay.
Right.
Like I want the woman to know what type of dude I am, because I also know what type of woman I'm going for, and the type of woman I go for wants the dude to pay. So even if she invites me, I'm going to pay for everything, so she already know what type of time.
Here's the thing though. I don't, when I'm dating someone though, like when we're actually in that dating phase and it's just the two of us, I don't expect them to pay every single time though. Because I know, like I said, I like to eat in certain places that are kind of pricey. So I'm going to split the bill with you. That's OD to make you pay a bill every single time. Like, to me now, our money is kind of conjoined. I want to do a lot of fun things together, and it makes more sense to put our money together. We could do more things rather than just making him pay.
Deron, you received the invite. What are you doing?
So I'm not gonna make a game out of it, but I'm gonna test her. So what I'm gonna do, right? I have all intentions of paying. When the bill come, I want to see how she acts. So if she pulls her thing out and put it in, I'm like, nah, I got you. I'm like, nah, it's on me, you know? Just to see, you know, if she's just sitting there, red flag. Because you invited me out, you automatically assume I was gonna pay, and you know, then you a dog. Basically, you a dog. But
so what if she like reaches for her phone and she's like, I'm gonna cash app you?
If she say that, then okay, I got it. It's the initiative. If she takes the initiative to be like, I want to, you know, to even try to pay, I'm gonna stop her and be like, nah, I got it. I just want to, you know, just to see where her mental is. Like,
is her reaching for the bill enough? Like, is her reaching?
Nah. No, because women is nosy. Women, if you want to look at the bill, then slide it right to you. Like, nah, I want to see what you're doing. If you literally take your thing out and act like and go to pay, automatically I'm gonna be like, nah.
So what if she doesn't? Are you gonna pay?
I'm still gonna pay, but I already know that's a red flag. Like,
okay,
you're not.
I was about to say, to slide on what Ron said. Women do that though. They do want to check the bill and be like, how much he about to pay in full? Okay, let me slide it back to him. But Ron, I want to ask you, what if you find out she was testing you just like you was testing her? She didn't act to pay the bill. How would you feel?
Cal probably do that. She probably do that.
I actually reached for my card. It's a bad habit, though. I really want to get out of it.
Say it again. You said if she just wanted to see if I was going to pay.
Yeah, what if she's playing to see what you're gonna do, just like you're doing with her? She doesn't do anything at all, but she was ready to pay. So once you start paying and you feel some type of way, she's like, but it's
I'm
not
not
hard.
Well, technically, I'm not gonna feel some type of I'm not gonna feel some type of way. Like I'm not gonna like act strange about it. But it's just a mental note. Like,
Okay.
yes.
But that's what he's saying. Like, your mental note now is that you feel like she wasn't going to pay because she didn't move, but she would have. She was just testing you.
What I feel like at that point in the future, I mean, maybe I feel like maybe not in that moment, but sometime in the future, you could be like, or like after I pay her some shit, or we leaving a thing. She say if she brings it up, but I was gonna pay. Then it's maybe a little bit. It's still a mental note because at the end of the day, you invited me. Why are you being weird?
Wait. Perfect example. I'm gonna show you exactly how it play out. She invited you. Y'all go out. She reached for it like, ooh, and then you take it. You pay for it. Now y'all back in the car. She cash up you half of that.
I'm like, nah. I'm first of all, I'm definitely refunding, and I'm not gonna block them. Like, you don't gotta do that. Like, you know what I mean? If she do that again, that's showing initiative in a way. Like, it wasn't in the moment, but she did it later. Like, I'm not feeling some type of way, but I took the mental note, and her doing that, it just totally erases the mental note. Like,
so she go from red flag to Six Flags.
Facts.
Red flag to Six.
Every color. But it's just that I feel like it's just an initiative. Like, I understand there's women, who likes to be courted, and there's other women who want to do that. Because I actually know of women who actually insist on paying for the first date. Just, I guess, for the man to feel like he don't got to do it. But those are once in a blue moon type of women. You know what I mean? I'm not disrespect other women, like
blue moon.
You know what I mean? But shoot.
I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead, because you
I
over
had a
there
question.
boiling, and it feels like I feel like you got something to say.
My mind was like moving through so many ideas, but like I had a question and it kind of went away. I don't know what it is anymore.
You can always bring if it comes back to you.
Yeah.
Just bring it to the table.
So what if old girl was just like, oh, I thought you had it. Like, straight get the bill. She invites you, or he invites you. I don't know how you swing, and the person's like, "Oh, I thought you had it."
Hold on, who you talking to?
Cat as well.
Oh, I might have been like, what?
If the person you out with and they be like, "Oh, I thought you had it," and I got the next one. Like, what if that comes up? Like, oh, I don't got it right now.
That's something that should be communicated. That's even on the first date, you see signs on if you want to be with that person or not. That alone, that goes right to communication. If you can't communicate that with me, then, and that's something small. That's, first date bill. If you can't communicate that with me, there's a lot of other things you're not going to be able to communicate with it.
I remember my question. Okay. Okay, so I notice a lot of the times when we talk about certain things, you guys automatically, well, guys in general, and I feel like I could generalize this. I've had a lot of men say this, but like they automatically, as soon as somebody does something, it's like they attribute whoever they feel like that person is to that one thing now. Like, you're like, immediately she didn't pay, it's like, boom, like that's a red flag, that's the type of person she is. Like, but I feel like a lot of women will sugarcoat the things guys do. Like, if I sat there and I saw a guy like not reach for the bill, yeah, I am gonna kind of feel a type of way, but I'm not gonna totally put that feeling on him. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
wait,
like I kind of consider like, well, maybe something happened, or maybe he's just not reaching for it automatically. I don't know, like,
So let me say this. I think what you're saying has truth to it, and I think it just wait before you go through wrong. I think it goes based on your experience. Because I could say as a man, I feel the same way in reverse.
Okay.
I feel a lot of women. Once one man does something, that's the character for that man.
That's the standard.
No matter what. That's
the
it.
standard.
And even the standard. And then us as men be like, you know what? She did that one thing, but we gonna let that slide and we gonna rock with it. So I think it's just based on experience. I think both sides do it to an extent, because there's some things that I've seen women do and I'm just like, I'm gonna let that slide. And then I've been categorized as one thing just because I did one thing. I'm like, that's not even who I am. You know, but
Okay.
but you got a point. I just think it goes from person to person and situation to situation.
Okay.
You ready? No, I mean Theron.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. What's what happened?
Oh man. Okay.
What happened? Well, you always make it seem like I'm hurting your feelings.
Nah, not you. It wasn't even you. Why are you saying
Did we not all just now feel like that was directed towards me?
No,
I wasn't bugging, right?
guilty conscience. Nah, it's you. It's just you. I don't think nobody. This is just me. This is just me.
It's me.
It's me, man.
Okay, go ahead. So go ahead with your thing. Go ahead.
Dang. I was actually gonna answer your question when talking about the tribute. But let's be honest. A lot of times your first date does it's a big foundation as to how y'all move forward. Right? A lot of women go on one date with a guy, you know, if it's a bad date or if it's just off, you either proceed with caution or you cut them off, right? Right or wrong. Like you can say
That's true. Yeah.
right. So that goes into your question of assuming a guy's character or anything just based off that one date. So you know what I mean? Like you gotta do that because you don't know them beyond that first date, and a lot of times people don't take things past the first date because of things that happen on the first
Because of
date.
assumptions.
It may not all just be. It may not all be because of assumptions. It could just be because something went wrong on the date, or they just weren't what you were interested in. They didn't talk about anything you were interested in.
But again, you were talk about anything. What if they had some? It's a whole lot of what ifs with this. A whole lot of what ifs, and this is why you know what I mean. The question. It's a good question, but then again, it's layers with that.
Back to what Nigel said, and then even to what you said, Kat, can't everything that you gathered that first date be an assumption? Because what if you're saying, hey, you know what? He didn't pay the bill for me, but whole time he was checking you to see what you would do, just like Theron was saying. So I can say sometimes we assume quicker than we take the time to actually sit down and gather all the information because based on what we have gathered over time.
Definitely do agree with you that you can assume. I'm just saying there can be times where first dates don't work because there's just something that really happens on the date that you just don't like. Maybe the way the person talks, the way they dress, I don't know, like they dress. You're not assuming anything about them. This is how they dress. This is what they're showing you. You just don't like it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
We got the date part. How many red flags isn't an assumption?
Assumptions go beyond first dates or red flags. Assumptions can be something as little as writing somebody. You know what I mean? Just writing somebody can start making an assumption that definitely veers off totally wrong and just makes everything more awkward than it should be because
they assume.
Assumptions can be you go to somebody's Instagram page and you're like, oh, they this person. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just say a dude. Assumption
leads to catfishes too. Yeah, I mean, looking at somebody's Instagram. This is me. This is a tangent thought. Just talking about assumption going to Instagram. Like you go to Instagram, and be like, oh, she fire, and assume she fire. And she bam. Catfish. Then she cat.
You can see a dude like, oh, he getting money. Meet him in person. It's like, this dude don't got $1 to his name.
Oh, that's a fact. I mean, but that goes into people. That's social media in general. A lot of people just showing people their highlights, or just capping, That's just capping in general. But all in all,
I got a question.
I wanted to. Oh God.
Pat, can you make an assumption without a first date? Like, would you even, if you judge someone for whatever reason, you start assuming, that's it? Like, or is it a proceed with caution? Is it like, oh yeah, that's a wrap? Like, oh yeah, this is his vibe, this is energy, dub, or are you going to proceed with caution?
I think it depends on what it is that turns me off. and how much it turns me off. Because at the end of the day, like if I don't know you yet, if I haven't even met you yet, like say we're texting or something, whatever, and
Define
you throw
Matt.
me off.
Define Matt.
Huh?
We talking about face to face, like in person.
Like I'm saying, if we haven't met in person yet.
Okay.
Yeah, like because you're saying before the first date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we haven't met in person, maybe if we're DMing, whatever the case may be, like it just depends. If you say something that turns me off, like just altogether that I'm not interested in, then yeah, I probably won't go. I've done that before. Or there have been some times where like I've talked to people and we've made plans and I just wasn't interested in going anymore. So I've been.
So there's assumptions before the first date and there's some assumptions during the first date. Obviously, go ahead, Austin.
I was about to say, does anybody feel like they make assumptions through text? Like, do they feel like they read something and based on what the person's texting, like, hey, this is the type of person they is, or this is how they move, or like, how would I look at them? Or are you saying like, hey, let me not read it wrong? Do you feel like you make assumptions through text or not? And this is to anybody.
We're human, though. Everybody make assumptions because they, like you said, based off experience, based off, a lot of people be trying to, go into certain things open-minded, but then there are also things about people that you may not fully know that gives you. You may not understand. It may remind you of someone else or another experience that you had, which may, it's just the human in us. Nobody's sit here could be open-minded about every single body.
I don't think I automatically make assumptions about what someone's texting me. I mean, when I first initially read it, I might read it wrong. But then if I read it in a way that I'm like, ooh, that was kind of like, that threw me off, I might take a second, like, to really see if that's how I read it or if I understand it. But at the end of the day, I can't go based off of that because there are some times where I type something and it may seem like it's coming off harsh, but it's not the way I said it at all. Like, you know what I mean? Or if I'm just trying to like get to the point of something, like somebody might think that is rude and that's not how I meant it at all. So if we talk on the phone, it might just kind of help things. But I don't really like arguing with people, so I don't really like to make a lot of assumptions. So you're saying
like when you read a text, sometimes you might take it emotionally at first, but then take a step back and come back logically?
There's been times where I've waited like hours, especially if it's somebody important to me and we're having like a conversation. Like we could really be having a debate, but if we're talking about something deep, I'll take time to answer you because I got to make sure I really think this through, like everything. But if it's like really debating, going back and forth with somebody, I don't really like arguing, so I'll stop talking. Yeah.
Wait. You just stop talking. You wouldn't be like, you don't no warning, or you want to know what
you a
those?
Ghoster.
And when I say those, I'm referring to people who literally just
leave you red.
It depends on who it is. Like if I care about you and I care about what we're talking about, then I'll tell you like, hey, I just don't want to talk about this right now. Like, just give me some time. We can talk about it later. But
this is before the first date, so
I don't care about you. Then yeah, no.
Oh, see, that's what I was.
See, here's my thing.
I don't know you.
That's why I was going.
The fact that you just said that. Ooh,
I don't know you.
Not you, but I understand that. But in general, just like
I don't know who you are.
I understand that. But I have a question because that's
right. How do I care for you already?
It's not even about caring. So a guy, you're talking to a guy, blah blah blah. It's something that turns you off, and you decide not to talk. If you felt the need to even converse in the first place and then did something turn you off, you don't want to talk no more, why can't you just be straightforward about it? Be like, hey, I'm not feeling this, or blah blah. Just not even politely decline, but just at least be real, be upfront to be like, it's a dub or anything. Okay. So there's a lot of women who sit here and will do exactly that, just go ghost, instead of taking into account, like, at least you was having a conversation at that, and just to start ignoring this, I feel like that's childish in a way because.
Oh, okay. I have a couple of different answers, I guess you could say. So I feel like if I'm talking to someone that I don't really know that well, and I just kind of get turned off by the conversation. It depends on what we're talking about, but I don't feel like I owe you anything to give you an explanation on why I don't want to talk anymore, especially if I really felt like there wasn't a connection there anyway. I think both people can kind of genuinely tell when there's not much there. I know maybe some people feel like, oh, you should say something or say that you're leaving, but if I'm not texting you anymore, I feel like you kind of get the hint. But I feel like
you would have. So you're telling me you do that, but if it happens to you, you wouldn't feel no type of way about it.
No, I don't know you.
It's not about knowing, but it's still about.
No, we haven't been talking for that long. We haven't even gone on the first date yet, and I'm automatically mad because you stopped texting me. My world was just fine before you got here.
So you telling me you don't feel no
it's
type
just
of way?
fine now. Like,
What if you was like, damn, this brother he had potential. He could have had potential.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, how long have we been talking for me to think that and know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're at that stage, of course, then I would feel hurt. But at that stage with somebody, I would open up and say, hey, like, here's my thing, though, too. Like, if I have an issue with you, or if there's something you said that turns me off, I feel like if we don't really have that much of a connection, I'm not looking to fix anything with us. So I don't feel like having a debate about what I'm feeling. If I feel like we're working towards something, then yes, I'll open up about it. But if we're not even there yet, if we're not there yet, but I feel some type of way about something, but I feel like we're working towards something, then maybe I might do something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say at the same time, like, I can't even front, like, I would feel a way if somebody did that to me, but I can't front. I have done that to people. Like,
it's ghosting people. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
and so also arguing, I'm not gonna argue.
That's tough.
Because I also feel like, hey, like she said, like, I don't owe people an explanation unless I feel like we have established something for me to be like, you know what? Boom. Let me tell them, like, yo, fam, this ain't working out. But even still then, I have gone in cases and situations where, like, I explained myself and they still felt the way, and it didn't even help the situation. It made it worse. So you got to sometimes decipher what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, your piece is the most important.
Sometimes I feel that. Sometimes people are going to continue to believe whatever it is that they want to believe no matter what you say. So sometimes you just have to understand, like, there's no point in this conversation. I feel how I feel, you feel how you feel. That's it.
Okay. Cool. You start talking about blah, blah. What if he keeps writing you and you keep ignoring? At what point do you just block him, or do you just be like,
Depends.
See, because that goes right into what we was just talking about. So, y'all stop talking, the conversation died, whatever, you stop from some type of way. What if he hits you the next day, good morning, and the day after that, good morning, and the day after that, good morning? At any point do you just be like, do you feel like you can at least be respectful and be like, I'm not interested? Or you can, you know what I mean? Like, you don't owe him anything, but if a nigga gonna keep writing you because he think it's something and you just keep ignoring him, don't you think it'll be a little bit easier to just be like, good morning? I mean, I'm not even good morning, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm good.
I want to give you the Southern Belle answer, but I'm a New Yorker and you're annoying. Like, so no, like, I'm not about to respond to you, because why are you texting me like that? Why are you hitting my phone like that? That's OD.
Waiting for a response.
Why? Like, but if you're not getting one, get the hint.
It's no such thing, and not everybody gets the hint with a.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes, okay, but I'm not interested in you. Like, it's okay.
But that's fucked up. If Buddy was dead ass interested, and he's
on your body.
What if I don't know?
I'm saying if you do, if in the moment know, like, damn, brother is like, he really felt.
Then I would tell him. If I knew that person was interested in me, then I understood the connection we were trying to build with each other. So then like I said, yes, I would tell them, like, I'm not interested. But if we just started talking and we haven't even met yet, like, no, you're being annoying now.
So something as simple as meeting changes the whole.
Let me tell you something. I had somebody on Tinder.
This for me.
Like me, and then they found my Instagram, and then when I stopped talking to them on Tinder because I unmatched them, found me on Instagram and messaged me on Instagram, and I blocked them. Found me on WhatsApp, and I blocked them.
It's cool. It's
You're
called
doing the
persistence.
most.
It's called
No,
persistence. You know what he won. He won what he won.
I mean,
That's
he
not
matched.
being a-
Y'all matched.
Okay.
That's good enough,
That's not
right?
being a stalker though, because honestly, like a lot of women in general, and I feel this way a lot too, because I do live alone, like fear for my safety. And if you're finding me on all this stuff, which I understand is not really that hard to do once you piece them together, but like that's kind of scary. I'm not really into that. Like
Because
that's not persistence to me. That's you're being weird.
As dudes, Nigel and Theron, let's just say, right? Some chick is ugly, but she feeling you. You know what I'm saying?
She's ugly.
She try to holler at you.
She's ugly.
Wait, time out. She, you know what
She's
I'm saying?
ugly.
Hear me out. So she's
go
ugly,
ahead.
right? And she try to like, hit you up or whatever, and you like, nah, I'm good. And you hit off from the jump, like, I'm good. I don't want none of this. But she keep on persistently hitting you up, like, yo.
But wait. The key thing right there, you just said, nah, I'm good. The women don't even say, nah, I'm good. They just stop. That's what I'm saying. At least you tell her, nah, I'm good. That's communicating you're not interested as opposed to just.
So then after that, when you don't respond, it's nothing.
Wait, time out. But can we also say, just like you said, persistence is key. Can we also say sometimes as men, we feel like, yo, if we keep on trying, one day we'll break her down. So as a woman, even
that sounds OD.
Rational there, bro.
But I get it. Let's be real as men. There's some men who's out there that say for real, like, yo, even though she's not responding to me, if I keep on texting her, sooner or later she's gonna break down.
That's why it's weird.
Respond to me.
I don't think so.
Exactly.
As a woman, and you always feel safe to be like, yo, if I respond to him, maybe he might take my response a certain way. So let me just not say nothing at all.
Hey, okay, that's valid. That's valid. You should blame TV then. Blame TV.
That's fine. That's fine. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's why we do what we do.
But
I just don't care to respond to everybody that comes into my DM. Some people are weird. Some people are just, I don't know, like, and sometimes I'm just not interested. And
hey, look,
I feel
like this. I'm only going to apply pressure where the pipe's going to break. If the pipe's not, I'm messing with my pressure, I'm cool on that.
You can tell, obviously, if somebody's liking you. Like, so you'll know if you could continue the conversation.
But you still said it doesn't matter.
You know what? I don't 100% agree, simply because I've had times where there was women who claimed they had a lot going on. So, but I also think that's them just keeping the nigga in the back pocket just for a rainy day. But there's those, you saying they're not interested or anything. There's a difference between literally blatantly not being interested in it. If they don't mind you, if you write somebody 100 times, they ignore you 100 times. Obviously, them niggas don't want you, and you need to go to therapy. But, if you write somebody ever so often, and then they respond to you, and then you write them back, and then they don't respond, and then you write them a week later, and it keeps going like that, are they really ignoring you? I mean, are they really not interested? Or, like I said, are they keeping in the back pocket? How can you tell the difference between blatantly not wanting you, keeping you in the back pocket? Obviously, we know what being interested is. They are literally giving their undivided attention or something in the sort. But there's definitely been women who's done the middle of the three, that holding you, keep just playing with you, not even fully taking you serious, but not also dubbing you at the same time.
So what do you do when you get the middle woman?
I do what I do. I mean, I play too. What you mean? Like, you play, I play too. Shit, we play Xbox together. Like,
I do what I do.
I do what I do. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, because obviously, if you see that they can't take you serious, obviously, you understand that you can't do the same as well. But then at some point, you got to be real with yourself. Like, is that somebody you really want at the end of the day? Because if they're not taking you, if they can't see the worth and, I guess you trying to be persistent, then because they're not blatantly ignoring you, so they're giving you some kind of attention. But if they're not serious enough to take it further than that, then obviously at some point you just got to move on.
Yeah, I see what you're asking. You're a back pocket person. If you get those messages like, well, I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question. I'm saying you're a back pocket person if you're the person who, like, if you're talking to somebody who responds to you like every 3 or 4 days. Because the thing is like, no matter how busy I am, because I've been pretty busy in parts of my life, if I have somebody that is in my life, I will make time for them if I want to make time. Like, sometimes I can be interested in you and maybe only talk to you like 2 or 3 times a day, like only get 2-3 text messages in. And that's okay, because I do understand my day can be busy, but sometimes the text messages can be enough. But most of the time it's because I'm calling you somewhere in between there too. Like, I'm not really much of a texter. I do get busy and I'm not on my phone. So I can go hours without responding to you, but it's never going to be days. Like, I'm thinking about you if I like you. So I'm going to text you. And I'm not one of those like, if they don't text me back yet and it's been a couple hours and I want to say something, like, I'm not going to say anything. No, I'll text you when I want to text you. I'm thinking about you and I want you to know my thoughts.
Oh, so you a double texter?
Yeah, I can do that for sure. I mean, I'm not going to OD. Like, if I'm just sitting here talking to myself, that's OD.
OD is subjective, though, because what you may not think is OD, somebody may think is OD. So
I understand, but I'm just saying for me. So, yeah. You'll know if somebody's interested in you. But I definitely feel like those people that I do text every so often, once a week, every 2, those are back pocket people. I just want to keep the conversation going smoothly so that, like, when it's time for us to hang out, it's not awkward. But like, I'm not really interested in you. No, because they probably know. They probably know. Like, these are people that I communicate that to people. Like, we kind of know what the situation is. Like, we hit each other up if we're just gonna go do something. But I don't talk to them all the time.
She got a full house in the back pocket. Ready.
I'm single, so.
I don't think it's foul. You know, it's the dating game. At the end of the day,
I'm dating.
You don't owe nobody anything at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you can do what you want to do. And if I feel like as a dude, you can feel the energy if a woman like you or not. And if you have a hard time figuring out what type of energy she's giving you, then maybe you shouldn't entertain it.
Right, yeah.
The woman who really likes you, she gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely dating, but there's definitely top picks in my dating pool that I talk to more than the others.
Okay. That is.
Well, them other dudes know that the last thing you said from last episode was definitely shots at them. I'm gonna say that.
That is indeed feeding me. Kat, I'm gonna need your final opinion.
Okay. I don't really have one. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
I thought we learned.
2 episodes in a row.
It just comes so all of a sudden. I need a warning.
Awesome.
Dang. Okay, maybe come back, girl.
Final opinion. Look, you gonna know when somebody like you. Because they gonna let you know.
Hey.
We been down. We been
a very common quote niggas used to say in high school. Hoes gonna be hoes, so I can't blame Tarima. Oh, that's classic.
I question why I'm on here.
If you know, you know. That's
Go
it.
ahead, Kat.
I question why I'm on here.
Go ahead, Kat.
You give a very objective opinion because you're a woman that we value your opinion though, so don't.
I guess so. All right. Well, my opinion is people are gonna do what they want to for who they want to do. And that goes in all the senses of everything we talked about. Paying the bill, assumptions, everything.
Listen here. Assumptions are no point.
I got no fucks, still throw it up every day. It's so
Agreed.
Friday unless it's Saturday, then we
That's
going up.
if you want to be technical. Assumptions is built. It's in American society, whether we like it. It is.